Hey everyone, welcome back, time travelers. Today, we're taking a step back in time to the 1930s, a decade of innovation, creativity, and resilience in the kitchen. During the Great Depression, home cooks got super creative with what they had, stretching every dollar to create meals that were not just affordable, but absolutely delicious. And guess what? These recipes aren't just a blast from the past. They're also perfect for today's budget-friendly meal planning. So, grab your aprons because we're diving into 20 iconic and trendy recipes of the 1930s. Let's kick things off with breakfast because who doesn't love starting the day with something hearty and delicious? First up, we have cornmeal mush. It's made with just cornmeal, water, and salt. Back then, it cost only 10 cents per serving and was served with syrup or butter for extra flavor. It's like the original porridge. Next up, we have puffed pancakes, aka Dutch babies. These pancakes are puffed perfection. Just eggs, milk, flour, and sugar, all for about 20 cents a batch. Simple, fluffy, and so versatile. Add fruit or jam, and you're set. Third on the list is cream of wheat with raisins, a warm and hearty dish made with cream of wheat, raisins, and a touch of sugar and milk. At just 15 cents per serving, it's comforting, budget-friendly, and delicious. Now, let's move on to some main meals. These were absolute staples in the 1930s, proving you can make magic with just a few simple ingredients. Number 4 on the list is Depression-Era Meatloaf. Meatloaf is the ultimate comfort food. In the 1930s, they stretched ground beef with breadcrumbs, onions, and ketchup. A loaf serving 4 to 5 cost just 80 cents. It's delicious, filling, and a family favorite. Number 5 is chicken and dumplings. This dish was a Sunday special. A whole chicken, flour, and a few pantry staples made a rich and creamy dish for just $1.50 for 4 servings. Total comfort food vibes. Number 6 on the list is Hoover stew. Named after President Hoover, this frugal dish was served in soup kitchens. It's a mix of macaroni, canned tomatoes, hot dogs, and veggies. At 60 cents for a pot, it's affordable and surprisingly tasty. Number 7 on the list is egg and potato hash. Eggs, potatoes, and onions come together for this hearty meal, costing just 40 cents for 2 servings. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's versatile and satisfying. Next up, number 8, we have vegetable and barley soup. This soup is a lifesaver. Barley, carrots, potatoes, and onions create a nourishing meal for just 35 cents per pot. Pair it with some bread, and you've got dinner sorted. Number 9 is shepherd's pie, a layered dish of ground beef, mashed potatoes, and veggies like carrots and peas. It cost about 90 cents for 4 servings and was a family favorite for its simplicity and heartiness. Next up is number 10, cabbage stir fry. Cabbage was a cheap and versatile ingredient in the 1930s. Stir-fried with butter, salt, and pepper, this dish costs just 25 cents for 2 servings. Simple, healthy, and delicious. Let's continue with some savory snacks and classic sides that were staples of the 1930s. Coming in at number 11 is peanut butter sandwiches. With just bread, peanut butter, and maybe a drizzle of honey, this simple and filling snack cost only 10 cents per sandwich back then. It's a timeless favorite that's still a hit today. Next, we've got deviled eggs. These classy little appetizers were made with eggs, mayonnaise, mustard, and a sprinkle of paprika for just 25 cents per tray. Perfect for social gatherings or just a snack for yourself. Next up at number 13 is fried cornbread, aka Johnny Cakes. Johnny Cakes were a Depression-era favorite, made with cornmeal, water, sugar, and salt. These crisp little cakes paired perfectly with soups and cost just 10 cents per serving. So simple, yet so satisfying. Number 14 is potato pancakes. Ah, potato pancakes, made with grated potatoes, eggs, flour, and onion. They cost about 20 cents for a batch of 6. Crisp, golden, and absolutely delicious as a snack or side dish. Number 15 is oven-baked apples. Finally, we've got oven-baked apples. These sweet treats are made with apples, sugar, butter, and cinnamon for just 15 cents per serving. Warm, cozy, and oh so affordable. Now, let's talk about dessert. A little sweetness to brighten the tough times. These recipes were genius creations of the 1930s and are still perfect for today's sweet tooth. Coming in at number 16 is Wacky Cake. It's eggless, butterless, and made with simple ingredients like flour, sugar, cocoa powder, vinegar, and oil. Back in the day, it cost just 50 cents per cake and was rich, moist, and absolutely delicious. Number 17 is rice pudding. Rice pudding was a warm, comforting dessert made with rice, milk, sugar, raisins, and cinnamon. At only 30 cents for a pot, it was a pantry-friendly favorite. Serve it warm or chilled for a nostalgic treat. Coming in at number 18 is molasses cookies. We've got molasses cookies. Made with molasses, flour, sugar, and baking powder, they were chewy, sweet, and cost just 25 cents for a batch of 12. Pair them with tea for the ultimate vintage vibe. Number 19 is bread pudding. Don't throw away that stale bread. Bread pudding was the no-waste dessert of the decade. Made with bread, milk, sugar, eggs, and raisins, it cost just 20 cents per pan and was loved by families everywhere. Last but not least is number 20, homemade ice cream. Finally, let's talk about homemade ice cream. Made with milk, sugar, vanilla, and salt, plus some ice for churning. This cool treat was a summer special for just 50 cents per small batch, perfect for gatherings or a fun DIY activity. So there you have it, snacks, sides, and desserts straight out of the 1930s. These recipes prove that even during tough times, a little creativity and love can go a long way in the kitchen. Whether you're trying these for fun, nostalgia, or budget-friendly meal planning, I hope they bring a little joy to your table. Let me know in the comments which recipe you're most excited to try. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more vintage-inspired ideas. Until next time, my fellow time travelers, let's stay budget-friendly and keep cooking with love.